Okay. All right. Fire them up. Let's do this. Okay, everyone. The trailer is now out. Sorry for the little bit of delay there. I was just out doing some shopping. But here we are. Lisa, Hawkman, Frank, Fancast, Ninja Beast, FaZe, Momo, Frank, myself, and everyone watching after the fact. Otherwise, right now or on rewatch. Let's get into it. We're here. No, we're here. We are here. Someone says it's unfair how some people can see it before others. Yeah, I'll touch upon that in a bit. But without wasting any time, let's get into the trailer. Let's load it up. I'm excited to watch this trailer just because I think it's all well established by this point that Cobra Kai means a shitload to me and to many others, especially whom of which you guys in the chat and my friends. It just means the world to us. So without wasting any time, let's load this trailer up. Let's watch it. Let's see what part one has on offer. And I am a huge fan of the fact that they've got it in 3 parts. I love that. Okay. 20 people watching right now. I'm keeping it where it is. And I'm just going to change my background because as much as that's cool, it doesn't really reflect what we're doing here. Hang on 1 second. Let me just quickly change my background. And also, I hope you guys are doing well, by the way. I mean, of course you'll be doing well. It's a Cobra Kai day. I'm gonna go with something simple. There you go. Miyagi-Do United. I'm gonna go with that one. All right. Okay. Everyone get yourselves ready. I got my sugar right here. Okay. Let's rock and roll. Okay. I'm gonna keep the audio at a certain level, so
we've been through a lot to get to this point. But now we're finally on the same page. We may have settled things in the valley, but now we have to be ready.
I want to say already, right? I'm going to pause it at points during this trailer just to avoid copyright. The difference between season 3 when these two walked into the school together, and then and opposite sides, and then season 1 together. Now they're together again. It's great. And then you've got this little short moment here where these guys are together. Like, what the I freaking love this show.
Be ready for whatever the world throws at us.
Oh, look. Look at that dojo.
The Saikai Taikai tournament is
coming.
The Saikai Taikai tournament is coming. Now is not the time to puss out. You're gonna fight the best in the world. Do I want to know what that's for?
Training, Rocky IV style. Gonna chop down a tree, carry through the snow.
Now what could possibly go wrong? No matter what life throws at you.
Right. This shot right here.
Life throws.
This right here. These 4.
At you. You gotta stay on your feet.
Oh, nice. But not nice.
Our strength is we teach both styles equally. Don't jeopardize that balance, man.
Just how do I run shit?
Wait, hold up.
Just balance, man.
You guys see something there? Look at the. That's quite ominous.
Just how do I run shit by?
But look at that. Okay, look at and shout out to Eli. Look, he's going full on. All right.
Just how do I run shit by?
Since we have no idea what we're up against.
Only through pain does the champion reveal himself.
What did I say? What did I say, right, ages ago to everyone that said, oh, there's too many characters in our dojo? There might not be enough. Like, Jesus, look at these guys.
Yes, Sensei!
It's one thing to be the best in town, it's another to be the best in the world.
Hey,
just means I'm gonna have to be Robbie again.
Whoa.
Just means I'm gonna have to be Robbie.
In town, it's another to be the best in the world.
Just means I'm gonna have to be Robbie again.
No comment. Whoa. Hold up. And the maneuver was that. Sheesh.
I thought you were Miyagi-Do now.
You think things are better because now I'm training in your dad's backyard?
I think we have our strongest team.
Hey, yo, look at that. Look at this. Okay, right. Let's just quickly size this up. Okay, so you got Kenny going up against Miguel. Kenny, you're getting dropped. Robbie, you're getting dropped. Mitch against. I don't really care about that. Dimitri against Anthony. You're getting. All right, you're getting. Yeah, you're getting dropped. Tori against Hawk. You should be getting dropped. Sam against. I'm assuming that's. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm losing count. I'm losing track of how many characters are for everyone.
Bitch, don't you know I know karate?
Yo. Okay, right. We know damn well that's going to be Robbie and Miguel getting kicked the shit out of by this guy. This is nice.
What's that? Miyagi-san buried secrets for a reason. If we open, anything is possible.
Oi, hey! Wow, that was a lot to unpack. That was a lot to unpack. Oh my god. That was freaking beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, I know the matchup's way too unfair. About Mike Barnes is. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait, really? I just
Coming.
wait. You sure? I could just be missing it. Oh snap! He is. We got it. We did say it. All of everyone in the chat. We did say it. We did say it. If it's an international tournament, who's the one guy? I hope the audio is good, by the way, people. Who's the one guy you need right now to give them a bit of international experience? Yo, that's sick. Honestly, there's a lot of intensity with Dimitri in this trailer, though. Do you not like? Something feels different with him. I don't know. That could just be misdirecting, but something definitely feels off. Maybe he gets tired. Maybe for him, he could be tired of being the thank you, Stuart. Appreciate you, brother. Bitch. All right, let's just go back to that moment. I'll get to Dimitri in a second. But this is why I said, right, as much as Kyler's a jerk, okay, and he is a jerk, he's funny. Like, he's just a goof, okay? So, he's got a little Miguel moment.
Bitch, don't you know I know karate?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Hang on a minute. What was Dimitri doing there? See, I don't know. It could just be them throwing us off, but I feel like they put certain things in here for a reason. And if you look at the sort of... It feels like a look of from Kenny to Dimitri. It's almost like a look of like pride. It's like, you know, yeah, you go on. From Eli though, it looks like a look of concern. It just I could be reading too much into it, but something looks a bit off here with Dimitri. And I know it's the final season. Trophy Productions, what's up, dude? Brendan Silver. Oh my god. Is that Brooks 2 behind Kyler? I mean, hey, it's possible. Mike Barnes is influencing Dimitri to be more aggressive and tough. That's a good shout. Like, honestly, I love all the characters equally. I've said it a million times. Just because I'm the one guy that said Robbie should win the Sekai Taikai, and I stand by that, should win the Sekai Taikai, it does not mean that, you know, Miguel can't win it or Eli can't win it. It just means you give me some more story, more story beats to go off of, you know? Yo, what's up, Simon? What's up, bro? Also, if you guys haven't checked out Simon's channel, please do check it out. Same as Boxia's channel as well. Yeah, I'll bring the boys on a bit later. But I have a feel, because we haven't really seen Dimitri go the other way. We've seen every other character of the kids go the other way. We haven't seen Dimitri go down that road. He's always usually the voice of reason, or I think I said it the other day, and you guys can let me know if you disagree or agree with me. But I feel like with Dimitri, if you're looking at the Karate Kid mythology as a complete package, if you look at the kids, I'd say Dimitri best, he best fits the mold of a Karate Kid character, more than Miguel, more than Robbie, more than Hawk. Like he is that classic, you know, frail arms nerd. You know, like I get that vibe from Dimitri more than any of the other kids. And because he's the one guy that's been constant up until this point, and every other character has kind of flirted with the dark side or either gone over, it might be an interesting shift to have Dimitri go that way for a little bit. That could be interesting. I think you add a layer to his character there, especially if Mike is involved. You know, he could say, hey, maybe Dimitri and Mike may get along well. Maybe Mike was like Dimitri back in the day. You never know, because from what we know about Mike, he was a hired gun. This is why I've always said it from day one. Chosen versus, like, who was Daniel's best, like, most dangerous opponent? And everyone goes with Mike Barnes because he was the most recent one. It's always been Chosen. Chosen wanted to kill that man. Like, there's a distinct difference between fighting for a trophy and putting a blade to someone's neck. But again, you know, we are in the age of media literacy being dead and people only know what they're told. But I do feel like it would be interesting if, again, it could be a reach, but hey, you've got Kenny on the same side as this lot. You've got Miguel and Robbie on the same team. All bets are off. Anything's possible. Maybe it could be interesting to have Dimitri go the other way just to spice it up a little bit. Like, I think that would be interesting. But the one thing that concerns me is the Rocky IV reference. And for those who are big Rocky fans, you know what happens in that movie. Like, Apollo goes all in, guns are blazing, doesn't take Drago seriously, you know, legitimately goes in there full on American, you know, fanfare and gets killed in the ring. Now, with it being the final season, I've often said you cross a line in a show like Cobra Kai when you kill a character, which is why Chosen, as much as we all love him, whatever, you could not kill him off in season 5 at all. Not just because, one, it completely undoes his character arc, but secondly, no, because you cross a line that you can't uncross. But with the Rocky IV reference, that has me a little bit concerned. Something's up with that. I feel like that's put there for a reason. We know that this show loves a good 80s reference. And I remember getting in conversations with people and everyone's like, oh my God, I don't believe that Kenny, Miguel, Robbie, Hawk could all be on the same side, blah, 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 blah. There's too many characters. Let me put it to you like this, right? If you look at our dojo, right? Stop saying Cobra Kai, Miyagi, whatever. Our dojo, you've got Miguel, of course, Robbie, Hawk, Sam, and Tori. And Kenny, if you push him further enough. And maybe Dimitri with potential. That's it. The rest of them are all red shirts. Like, Kyler's getting dropped. He's merely a pawn to get dropped within 3 seconds. Same as Chris. Same as Bert. Same as Nate. Same as Mitch. They're there for... In chess, the pawns go first. And think about it. If you've got, like, what? 7 fighters on our side that are bad to... Like, that can actually fight. If you look at Sensei Kim's dojo, you may have 10 killers in that dojo. So we may not have enough. Like this is what I wanted people to really take in. Sensei Kim has an entire dojo full of people. Full of people. We don't know what they're capable of. We don't know what they're like. And based on the training that we saw Sensei Kim try to imbue into the characters in season 5, I think it's a safe bet. These guys are bad to the bone. And I remember talking about this last year. And I don't know if any of you guys saw the videos that I did on them. But I did say that I feel like you don't want to do, you got to do this correctly, because otherwise it comes off as a bit too cheesy and a bit too Power Rangers-y. But I want versions of our characters in Sensei Kim's dojo, i.e. Miguel, someone that broke Robbie's arm above the staircase, went to the dark side. Someone that wanted to kick Miguel over the railing and never came back home. Dark Robbie. Someone like Hawk that completely lost himself and became a frickin' maniac. And again, never came back to the light side. You know, characters like that, where it's like almost like looking in, you know, a mirror. Like they're looking at a mirror image of themselves and what they could have been. You know, Miguel and Dimitri join another evil dojo and call it. Nah, that's not. No, I want to crush that stuff right away. There's no way. We've got one united team. There is no incentive for Dimitri to join an evil dojo or Miguel to join an evil dojo. The point of season 5, and the point that the last 5 seasons have been stressing, is bring the characters together. I don't know how many times the show has to keep reminding people. But no, I don't agree with that. Yeah, exactly. We need the big boys to step up. If you want to keep it a buck, right? Miguel and Robbie are it. Like you've only got those two against whoever's in frickin' Sensei Kim's dojo. I'm just being real. Facial expression, something happens to him, he's mad and he snaps. Yeah. But the thing is with a character like this, when they get a taste of the dark side and they start feeling the power, this might be his Bully Maguire arc. I maybe it could be what's the best thing on that Bully Maguire symbiote vibes. Imagine Dimitri getting the symbiote from Spider-Man. That's basically what this is. Like I really feel like that's what it's going to be, because the look of concern here, like Kenny, you know, is probably like looking at him like, oh yeah, you go, dude. But everyone's cheering Dimitri on, which is a contrast to where he started with. We started with Dimitri earlier on in the thing. And maybe they're doing practice training, like, you know, like Red versus Black challenge or something. And maybe he's stepping up to fight Kyler or whoever. Or maybe they're doing sensei fights, you know, training the kids, like how they did in season 4 briefly. It's just that's a very ominous look. I don't know. I don't want to read too much into it, but it's very ominous. Now, this lot, however, right? This right here. On God. This right here. This is what I mean. I don't think we got enough. I really don't. I think we're outnumbered. I think we're outnumbered, and I think we're outmatched. Literally, I think you should really hope for Robbie and Miguel to really be the real saving grace, because these guys are on some Air Force energy. They really are. All right, I'm gonna send a message to my bros. I'm gonna see which ones of them want to come on. But this is a great trailer. Honestly, this is a really great trailer. Let me just quickly pop a message to them. Demon time. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. They're more outmatched than anything. All right, one sec. Let me just send this link to my bros. Let's bring the family in. Family. Someone say family? Yeah. Hey, yo, what's up, Darius? Honestly, I would be concerned for a lot of our characters, people. I'm just being real. I would be seriously, I would be concerned. I really would. Just because, okay, so I'll bring the Kings on at the 20-minute mark. I just want to take a bit more time to digest a bit of this. I really feel like our guys are in danger. And the reason is, if you look at the last 5 seasons overall, okay, I feel like the last 5 seasons closed out the All Valley saga. It closed out the Valley, Battle for the Soul of the Valley. Fuck off, RJ. I see you backstage, you prick. It closed out and you, Evan. It closed out the Valley saga. So the Valley's done. That whole chapter's closed. However, with it being 3 parts, it's going to follow that traditional 3-act structure, where the first part is the foundation piece, the second part is the dark, terrible ending, and the third act is the resolution. So what's going to happen in part 2? There'll be a cliffhanger at the end of part 1, sure, but I think the cliffhanger at the end of part 2 is going to probably piss a lot of people off, because it's going to be a long time waiting, and we won't know. I'm just saying someone's going to get bodied. I don't know who. But I think one of the kids is going to get bodied just in the second part. And I'm aware that Evan's holding Miguel up with the Miyagi-Do headband backstage, because that apparently gives credence to him winning the All Valley by catching a fish. Hence why season 4 is the weakest season. Catches a fish. All right. All right, or am I right?
That's why it's the weakest.
Cameo, get out. I'll get you guys back in a second. I hadn't finished yet, damn it. Anyway, great. Now I've lost my. Thank you, Evan Manister. Anyway, so bring Miguel. All right, Darius says, I wish you were here, Darius. Bring Miguel, Robbie, Sam, Tori, Hawkshire. Everyone else sit this one out. Yeah, I agree. Get Sean in that dojo ASAP. You need an enforcer on the team. You need some muscle. I know what Danny would say, but you need some muscle on the team. I know what Danny would say.
You need brothers. You need brothers on the squad. You need brothers. You know what it is.
All right, guys, let's get them in. Let's get them in. Let's get the boys in. I can't wait to dissect this trailer way more as time progresses.
Oh my goodness, dude.
This is part one.
I have some thoughts.
I have thoughts too.
I think me and RJ agree on
Evan,
the
well, after
same
watching
thing.
that shit.
So we were watching it. We got some thoughts, but go ahead. I want to
No,
hear your
okay,
thoughts.
so like, what I'll do, RJ, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So first off,
And then
trailer was
Danny and
good.
then Evan.
Trailer was good. You know, they didn't show too much. They gave us
Good.
enough. That's how, to me, that's how you should make a trailer.
Take notes, DC.
First off, I love Johnny and the Miyagi Dogi. That's
So good in that game.
so like those geese look really, really good.
Oh, but let's.
But I gotta say, the Kree stuff, I am really interested to see. Like just the way his
Really
presence,
good.
you could tell. Like first off, the cinematography
Okay.
with Beast and like just the aesthetic and like the scenery with him and Sensei Kim, it just looks a bit different than like the average
I
Kree
agree
scene in
with
Upper Valley. Like so,
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to touch upon the Johnny and Daniel stuff first.
Okay, well, before we get into it any further, I want to shout out to Christian here, not Apex Christian, another Christian, because he's done like a little video tribute that I'll pull up soon, like in like 10 minutes or
Oh,
something.
that the Cobra Kai tribute video that you were talking about the other day?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then he told me that I had a little cameo in it, so I'd love to
Oh.
check that out. But carry on as you were saying, RJ. I'm just going to take my Jordan.
Okay.
I literally just ran home from was buying
We
a
were
new shirt.
And Johnny and Daniel stuff. Now, obviously, we don't know why. We don't know like the full context as to why they're having issues.
That's
but
important.
I just feel like
It better be earned.
it better be earned. I agree with you. Like that's a key
Yeah.
thing.
Don't make
But
it. Don't fabricate it.
We did do this for like 4 seasons. And a little bit of
It was
Why?
already shoehorned. It was already shoehorned in season 4. We don't want to do it again.
so like I'm interested to see like what it is this time. Like I hope it's not like the methods teaching because
We've dealt
That'd
with
be
it.
stupid.
Johnny could be 100% right in how like when we teach the kids certain methods because this isn't the Valley. This is a world tournament.
Yeah.
So these
Which is why they got
these
Mike.
kids are gonna the rules are gonna be different. That's for one thing.
Yeah.
And this tournament could be like where it's like you can make full on contact because there are
Yeah.
rules in the All Valley. You couldn't do certain things.
Think
What
about
if
it. With it being the final season, to piggyback on what you're saying, with it being the final season, all bets are off now. Someone's getting bodied.
Dude,
yeah,
don't be surprised if you can like come down on the knee like that. Like you know how you can hold the leg and then you can
I
Oh,
was
like-
legitimately worried about someone going into the season from the adults, as we all know, with it being increased and whatever. But I want to throw a curveball. I talked about Dimitri a lot for the last 10 minutes. That kid's he's getting bodied. I have a feeling he's going to be
Did
the
you
one.
see at the end where the dude just jumped up? The kids are in trouble. I'm sorry.
dude, they need Sean. They need Sean. They need
Well, yeah,
Sean. Like
it goes back to what I said. It doesn't. We don't have enough. We're outnumbered and outmatched, as someone put it. We're screwed.
Okay,
Like we've only
okay.
got 2 people that can put in work.
Okay, I don't.
Maybe 3.
I want Sean to be there, but I don't think he's going to be there. You want to know why I don't think he's going to be
Put him
there?
in the
Because this is what's going to happen. This film. If you watch enough film and TV, you know they like to do this thing with characters, the main characters, where they look like they're about to lose, and they're getting their asses whooped. Endgame is a prime example. Endgame is a prime example where Cap, Iron Man, and Thor were getting their asses whooped by Thanos.
I mean, even if he's not in the tournament, if there's a fight outside,
For
just
sure,
have
for sure.
him charge in
for
like
sure.
a fucking
I can
bull.
see that. I
Yeah.
can see that. But let's talk about the juicy shit.
Gail Bedecker. I mean,
Let's talk about the Gail Bedecker.
let's talk about Gail Bedecker.
Okay. I want to know your thoughts after I say this, but what do you think the kids like with Miguel Robbie, that scene, we thought that the scene with Miguel and Sam at the lunchroom was interesting because they're talking about because she says it's one thing to be the best in town, it's different to be the best in the world. Then Miguel says, I just have to beat Robbie
I
again.
think that dialogue is cut from somewhere else.
For sure. I agree with you. Like I think it's cut up. I was just telling them about
Everyone's
that.
gonna
They've done
find
that
it again.
for a reason,
Oh, they can fight again because we like drama.
But
I
do think there's like something where they have to, because they look like they're staring off. Like I don't think that it's like the same as like the past seasons. I think it's different. Like I think it's like karate.
So this is where I came up. This is where I came up in. I just said like, dude, I think there can only be maybe 1 or 2 spots for people to compete for. So like whoever is that spot is representing the dojo or whatever. That's what I think. Because the thing is, if he's done enough martial arts or just practice in general, you're not supposed to take your friend's head off. You're supposed to make them better. Like you're not supposed to go 90%. These guys are going 90% inside their training session, and yeah, I think they're competing for the spot to like who's going to be representing like in the Sekai Taikai.
This is basically what I kind of think. I think from Miguel and Sam's point of view, they feel like, okay, well, we earned this. Like, we basically been here, like, you know. I mean, Robbie, the thing is, Robbie he was a first student, technically. So
Yes,
he has every, like, he has, you know, more of a right.
More say so.
More say so.
More of a say so.
So I think what it is like,
what relation does Miguel have to Kreese or Silver above Robbie? Please tell me.
Well, like, I just saw how you just said that off camera.
Like, seriously,
you said that like you were in your closet or something. Like, what the hell?
What's true?
Miguel. Okay, but basically,
am I right?
Basically, I think this is just my theory. I think that
oh god,
can you stop? It's a new year. Stop doing that shit, all right?
Also, guys, if you don't know what that's referencing to, it's when RJ said, "I'm going to." Oh god.
But I just think that it's like something to do with like the tournament. Like there can be only like 1 or 2 people. Like Danny said. But I also think like to represent like you know. Miyagi-Do, I think it's going to be like a thing of Miguel and Sam feel like they should be the ones, and then Robbie and Tori feel like they should be the ones.
Again.
Yeah.
Let it go, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like if you want to, it goes back to that saying. It goes back to that saying of this is not a tournament. This is real life. Like all 4 of them have an arguably reason why they should be the representative of like Miyagi-Do. So you know, I think you know Miguel. He needs money for college. Sam wants to make her own legacy and not be part of LaRusso's. Tori needs money for her mom and surgery, and then you got Robbie that got screwed out of the trophy like 2 times, and he's trying to get money too. Like you know, so he got like 3 reasons why he should win the whole entire thing. So,
but yeah, no, I agree. Like it'll be fascinating to see how it unfolds. But the thing is, right? I just want to extend an olive branch, okay? For the last 6 seasons now, I've been dealing with this bullshit since the minute this show started. People going, oh, and when the season is said, we look back on things and we go, oh, it played out an organic way. This whole team sport nature bullshit meant nothing because the characters still got their shine and their due in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of this is put in here so people on this platform can go, oh, nah, it's happening. This team, it's like I want to stop calling it Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do, Miyagi Fang fuck, whatever. It's our dojo, okay? Our people,
dojo,
right? It's our people, okay? That's the chessboard. The main villain is over there. I don't want any more of this like infighting and shit like that when there needs to be a clear focus on those assholes. Because
that's why they lost the last time, because they weren't all focused on the same unit or whatever.
I don't like Johnny and Daniel stuff in that trailer. Like I'm a little like
Latino heat. What's up, GM?
Oh, Jan.
So GM.
What's up?
Yeah, no, I completely
What's up,
agree. I
G?
think wow, Gene arrives and Evan exits. There's a joke in there somewhere. But you know, but we are the Flash. But I feel like we're at a point in the show where I want to see the level of maturity now. Like you know, the moment in season 5 when Miggy and Robbie step aside to let Hawk be the representative for them in the qualifiers, shit like that, you know, stuff like that, where they put their pride aside and go, okay, it should be you. So, for all intents and purposes, if it comes down to one person representing the dojo in a way, it's going to be Miguel because we started with him. It makes sense. But I am interested to see what they'll do for other characters. I think there's going to be so many curveballs. There's a lot of stuff they're leaving out on purpose, where I think it's a lot of that's just there for us to theorize on and ponder on and lead us in like 50 directions.
Dude, it looks like it looks like Hawk and like Dimitri are kind of having their thing too. Like it looked like Hawk is annoyed at Dimitri again, which that could be.
I a look of concern.
Yeah.
Do you think they're at Coyote Creek when they're in the forest area?
Could be.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. I think it's either that or like you gotta remember some of the Magneto kids.
Well, especially if they've got two people on either, like two teams on either side, it could be like, okay, Johnny, this is your team. Daniel, that's your team.
I don't know why. When I saw the forest, I thought of the forest Daniel took Robbie in season 1. I don't know why.
It could be that, but they could go to both.
Confirmed. You heard it here first. Mike Barnes is a spot. Gee, here we go.
Oh dear God!
They did that stupid shit.
For 3 seasons.
I'll turn it light. I'll turn it off light. Nope.
Execute order 66.
I'll turn it off so quick if they pull that spy BS, man. Like, well.
Surety is the key, for heaven's sake. Even exactly. If Daniel, I mean, I don't mind if they spar, but like this, I think it's because it's the first part. It's more of just how do I put it? You know how in Return of the Jedi, like the first like 20 minutes of the movie are more focused on perfect timing. You know how like at the beginning of Return of the Jedi, how like the first 20 minutes, not a lot happens, but it's focused on tying up the character stories from where they started to where they are now, kind of thing, getting it out of the way.
Yeah,
you know that kind of like Dimitri and Hawk walking to school. I think that's like a montage, like the first. I think that first episode, like the first 5 minutes, is like a montage of them. Like
you just got to know like Cobra Kai's history. Like I think those first all these parts of the trailer is probably like the first 2 episodes. Like
yeah, like slice of life stuff. Like it's not serious yet.
Nah, bro has the beer bottles now.
Oh Jesus! Whoops! Fucking hell! Hang on, give me a minute.
There we go.
Carry on. I'm just trying to sort out StreamYard.
What do you think of Hawks?
No, I agree. It's like a slice of life type of thing, Darius.
I'm trying to think of it, Gene.
Yeah, I think they're all.
See, this right here is pretty cool. I'm kind of like wondering how far Johnny may push them just to get them to that level. And now he's got Chosen and Mike on the side as well. It's going to be hard to...
Chosen and Mike are going to agree with Johnny more often.
Okay. All right. Do you think, and this is just my opinion and it just came to my mind, do you think the reason why Johnny's going so hard on them is because like he doesn't want them to end up like him type of thing?
That's not a bad thing.
Because some of
that's not
there's two Dariuses again.
What the hell?
Do you guys think that like he basically said like, man, well dang if they if I lost to All Valley, but imagine them losing on the world stage, I want to make sure they all can like win something, you know, type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not a bad.
On a little side note, G, and I found your new haircut. Look at that.
Oh, Evan made a funny point with the pawn shop scene. Like,
God,
you like just stop for like 1 minute, Jesus, fucking hell. But Evan was saying like, you know, the pawn shop. If you guys saw like the pawn shop part. Johnny actually buys something that he actually wants instead of something that he actually needs. So he buys something that he wants. And Daniel's like, "What?" First off, Daniel being in there is kind of funny. Like he's actually, he's like,
"What the hell?"
That's like,
bro got an axe, bro. Like,
he's like, "We're gonna chop it down."
Rocky Four style.
You know, especially piggybacking off of the finale of season 5, with them increasing the age rating and chopping fingers off and shit. Like,
yeah,
I say nothing's off the table this season. I think there could be a couple of different scenarios where one of the kids is going to get badly hurt. We know one of the adults is definitely going. It's
Do you think it's going to be Dimitri?
It could be a misdirect, but I just have a feeling. The trailer, it just feels like something's off. Like I don't know if it could be just them misleading us, but
look how concerned like Dimitri. I mean, like Hawken.
Yeah, Kenny has like
do it, bro.
Kenny has a look of like, okay, cool. Hawk has a look of like, what the hell, like.
Yeah, it's almost like I think that I said earlier on. I was like, just imagine Dimitri getting the symbiote. It feels like that.
Do you think that they're like competing, like Dimitri and Kenny are competing with each other for the last spot or something?
I think with that might be like a training montage, like a hard training montage, and Dimitri takes up the challenge, and everyone's looking at him like, "What?"
We're missing Kenny here. Oh, there he is.
Why is he in the back with Mitch? Why?
Yeah, I don't like the placement of this. Get that fucker out of there and put Hawk over
here.
Whoa,
hold on.
No. I said Anthony. I said that fucker.
Oh, you agree with me? Oh, thank God.
On the defense, you fucking Jesus. All right, Kenny over here, and Hawk over here. Put Sam over there. But this right here, I feel like Dimitri shines in this trailer more than anything.
Yeah, actually, he kind of does. You have a good point, actually.
He's kicking ass.
Well, then again, remember Dimitri is like, if you notice, Dimitri's more like Daniel when he first started out with Miyagi though. Like, you know, you could arguably say that Dimitri could be the Karate Kid, like, because like look how dorky he is.
Of them.
Yeah. Because Daniel did say that Dimitri has potential to be the best. Like, you know,
look at how like the training of like Dimitri, Robbie, and Miguel. Miguel had like the Karate Kid aspect of like, you know, he was doing it all wrong in season 1, leading up to episode 5, like just like Daniel was in like the first, and then like Dimitri, it took him like ages to like learn how to throw a punch.
But now he's a master.
Robbie had like the natural talent and athletic ability to adapt to like Miyagi-Do.
Yeah.
How I look at it, I think Robbie's more the bad boy of karate, the new bad boy karate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's that Rocky 4 reference, man. Something doesn't feel right with it. But then also, to be fair, maybe it might not be. And you're really gonna do that to Hawk again? I just if Hawk's got the freaking new hair colors of like the American, you know, USA,
America.
You know, what happened to Apollo when he did that?
I don't think they're gonna. I think Hawk's kind of.
I think Hawk's gonna be okay.
I think he'll be okay.
I
think if they were to really severely hurt someone, Jacob, I think it'll be Dimitri. I don't think it'll be Hawk.
Because like people are more like, I think a lot of people are more worried about Dimitri, and arguably so. Like Dimitri is one of the founders or whatever, but like
that right there.
That is sick, bro. That is sick, bro.
That was sick.
Would you say that Kenny passed up Dimitri?
No.
Wait,
in what
or
way?
is like he's
based on season 5 info? Yes, because
based on that, yeah.
Adjusting for plot, yes, but depending on what they give Dimitri, could go either way.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
It could go either way.
Because like they're probably like
competition in his dojo.
I think because remember Hawk is like watched the Sekai Taikai before or whatever, and like you remember he was talking about it in season 5 or whatever, maybe like Hawk is a little bit more concerned with Dimitri or whatever on like, you know, if he can survive it type of thing. Because like those guys go extra hard at the Sekai Taikai or whatever. And he probably, like, being a good friend, probably is a little concerned if Dimitri can't get over it or whatever.
Yeah.
Did Hawk get screwed the last season, or was he just fulfilling his arc of taking L's when he turns into the Hawk?
Actually, I think it might be right. I think that actually
I'm not gonna say anything.
And he's my apprentice.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you're thinking maybe right. I think that might be Coyote Creek, actually.
See,
Oh, they're having fun.
Doesn't everyone just think this is a weird cut in the trailer? Like, not this bit. Woohoo! You know, like, it's just a weird cut. It's like pillow fight and then bang. Like, you see,
Do you think? Oh, go ahead.
You go
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, you know where Johnny and Daniel are like staring at each other. Do you think that might be a dream instead?
That'd be kind of weird if it is.
I hope not.
I would rather it be real than a dream. That'd be kind of a weird dream to have.
No more dream sequences. They've had too many over the show now. No more.
Because if you notice those type of scenes where it's like really extra focused, like it always been a dream sequence with Cobra Kai.
See, whatever's in this box, there's going to be a shitload of theories as to what's
Okay.
in what's
But
in
What's in
We
that
call
box?
Cap.
That's what I want to know. What's in that?
Oh,
freaking
no.
box?
Cap.
No, we call Cap.
Evan
I'm
said,
going to put an idea out there.
Oh god,
That's my thing. That's my line.
so mine.
Either a weapon, a scroll, or it's nothing. It's one of the three. So could be a fake out.
No, the real question is, you're telling me that he did not notice that door for 40 years? Like,
retcon, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
It
fine.
works. It works.
It's fine.
it
It's fine.
works.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
They've earned one.
Is it though? Do they?
They've earned
Yeah,
it.
why wouldn't they?
Retcon.
No, I'm
No, hold
playing.
on a minute. No, hold on. Elaborate. What do you mean by that? Elaborate.
What do you mean by that?
No, I'm asking you. What do you mean by that?
I'm
I was
asking
asking
you.
I don't know what you mean.
Gets out. Gets out. Anyway, no, there's no trolling happening here. None of that fucking bullshit. See, I simply remove you from the space, and now I bring you back in. You've had your little timeout. You've had your little time. Any fuckery, you get on the bed. Don't like the idea of it being nothing, especially if they just made it a mystery in the trailer. No, fair. But I know what Cobra Kai fans are like. They glom onto anything, and then it's like, oh, you know,
Dude, there's gonna be like 60 hours worth of this video right here trying to break down what's gonna be happening. Like,
let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time. Screw it. I'll get a copyright. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Who cares? Sure. Oh, also, I can say it. Time's up.
Oh.
We've been through a lot to get to this point, but now we're finally on the same page. We may have settled
The Cobra's
things in the valley.
done.
I will say the cinematography looks
Now we
great.
have to be ready for whatever the world throws at us. The Sekai Taikai tournament is coming. Now is not the time to puss out. You're gonna fight the best in the world. Do I want to know what that's for?
Training, Rocky IV style. Gonna chop down a tree carried through the snow.
Someone's getting axed.
Now what could possibly go wrong? No matter what life throws at you, you gotta stay on your feet.
Do it, bro.
That's
a hater, bro.
That balance, man.
Funny. I just find her less interesting.
Since we have no idea what we're up against.
Only
Just my
through
opinion.
pain does the champion reveal himself.
Yes, Sensei.
Go on, Danny.
It's one thing to be the best in town, it's another to be the best in the world.
Just means I'm gonna have to beat Robbie again.
What's wrong with you, bro? Hating me.
Hater.
I thought you were Miyagi
Hater,
Dodo.
bro.
You think things are better
Big
because now
up to all my haters.
He paused it. He just paused it.
Stop stirring the pot unnecessarily. Please enjoy the trailer.
I think we
we have our strongest team.
Go Switzerland!
You know what? Go USA. Okay, go USA. That's what I say.
Yeah. Woo, America. Yeehaw.
How's that work out for you? The odds because of you.
I think they can handle anything.
Don't you know I know
You know I know karate? Oh.
What's that? Miyagi-san buried secrets for a reason.
Miyagi-san.
Yeah, God knows what it'll
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Should we take a peruse at the comments and see what the comments say?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Let's have a little look at the commentville. All right, so you've got Kyler catching the punches, the same move Miguel. Yep, I caught that earlier on. I like how that's at the top. That's cool. Hawk with the American flag haircut got me laughing. See, everyone says the same thing. Miyagi secrets and a birthday gift. Also, yeah, happy birthday to Cobra Kai Nate.
Who's that guy?
Some guy. Finally, the whole world doing like Hawk now. Yeah. Shoulders Miguel again off seeing his Blue Beetle. Yep. Where everyone pretends they know about the character because he's in Cobra Kai. That funny as hell. Eli looking confident. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. That's a great. That's a nice quote. That's a nice quote. I like that one.
Oh Lord, people say he's the hot too man. Okay.
Wait, is the what?
Nothing.
I have no idea.
Oh, give it. Oh, right. Okay, no, I just looked at the comment.
Oh.
On that thing.
They're always a rabbit hole. Hey, Cody, thank you for the $5, brother. Appreciate you. Why is Robbie slept on? Remember the guy in his element outclassed Miguel with one arm before. I agree, but not everyone's ready to have that conversation. But just what was on the show. Just what was on the show. But I don't think that Robbie slept on necessarily. I think, the problem is, RJ said it best. Whenever there's a character, you say it, the character that's opposite.
When there's a character portrayed as a main character, there's a main character bias amongst the fans. You got Walter White, for instance, and it's the truth. Like when you have main character bias is where you excuse the actions of said character, even when they're dead wrong, and you're just biased to him in general.
Yep.
And
happens a
I
lot.
love Miguel, but he does that. His fans do that a lot. Just saying.
Yeah, Hawk fans the most, but they really.
They're the most. That's fan favorite bias.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
Chances of Julie being in part. Nah, not till I don't see her appearing in part one. Depends on what they do. Like I think it's more of if she doesn't appear, it will be a missed opportunity more than anything. But I think with Sensei Kim being involved,
will you be disappointed if she's not in the season at all?
I hate
it depends on what they do, because I think what they could do with Sensei Kim going forward, and I was saying this to Evan and Sham yesterday, is they're gonna give her the Tori treatment. Meaning that how we think she's just a fucking nut job psychopath. Whatever else. But that flashback with young Kreese and young Sensei Kim hiding behind the plant pot, I think that's going to be put there, especially with Kreese and her being together quite a lot. It's going to emphasize that maybe she didn't want to be in this at all, but her father brought her into it and pulled her into it and basically gave her no choice. So
it's going to be that. Yeah. I was saying it's gonna be that thing where she's gonna have the sympathy villain type of thing that's really played out in all media. So there you go.
I don't know if Julie Kreese is gonna appear. How before
very
the
much
season
depends.
of but before season 4, we had the feeling that Silver was going to come back, and we just knew. And then with season 5,
perfectly set up.
Season 6, I don't get the feeling that Julie Pierce is going to be back. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just don't.
Oh,
sense
I just gained
If she is back, they hit that very well.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to the channel. It just went up 10
Better
subs.
job than Marvel could do. Like, if they hit her.
Yeah, we don't talk about Marvel in a minute.
What the hell was that facial expression? Come on, England!
Well, after watching that shit, how could you?
But I already said that we're gonna see Silver in part 2.
Yeah, for sure. I think Silver's role is so good. I would keep him out of all the trailers entirely. Like, maybe only have him as a snippet in one of them. Like, keep him out of them.
Do you think
mystery?
Do you think Silver actually helps like Johnny and Daniel and Chosen? Because it's bigger.
I know what he's gonna do. I think we may get our Cobra Kai Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh, he brings his own students.
Either that, or what he decides to do, instead of going for the whole aggravation of like, I've got to get a dojo, I've got to get students, he uses his business acumen instead.
Another Mike Barnes, he buys another student.
Yeah, maybe he beats them from the inside, through the business.
Business side, because let's keep it a buck. Like, he's not gonna stay in jail that long. He's just gonna be like, I'm rich, bro.
Right now, you've got our dojo. Yes, that's it. We're speaking now. Our dojo and the psychopath dojo over there. You know, those, like, there's too many characters in the mix now for Silver to all of a sudden pop out of nowhere with his ponytail slicked back, going, "Hey, Danny boy, I got a whole new dojo." You know, it just too many. So I think having him in the shadows, operating on the business side of things, because that's where him and Kreese have always been different. He's more the business that stuff, and Kreese is more on deck, like on boots on the ground.
Yeah.
I have a theory. So what if I don't think
keep it to Terry Silver?
But you know how in the Karate Kid Part 3, like, he basically lied to like Miyagi and Daniel, like, that, you know, about Kreese and all that, and he kind of like snuck into Miyagi to like write, you know, when they were sleeping and stuff. What if he has a student that is a part of like our dojo, like he hires someone to infiltrate from the inside?
Why?
No. But in this instance, it's better because it's not one of our own characters. It's a new character. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it'll happen.
It's a good shout, but the only thing is it would make it too obvious.
It'd be too obvious. And you can't do Mitch again. You can't do Mitch again.
No, you know what? Screw it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the character that we know. It will be a new character, entirely new character, not a character that we've seen.
Why did they let Mitch back?
Why not? Why just let it be Mitch? Fuck it. Let it be Mitch.
Dude, what if it's the black kid with the braids that doesn't talk? He's the spy for Terry Silver. Like,
how did this become a Mitch?
Actually, you know, it was Nate and Bert. They were actually the spies the whole time. They were actually stirring the pot the whole time. Remember, Silver sees potential in people that no one else sees in. So hence why Kenny got his shine. But could you imagine, though, just on a quick side note, if he did do that with Mitch, and then we all think, oh, what does he see in Mitch? And Silver's like, nah, you're like a stingray. I just used you.
Yeah.
Guy from 104
Why
going
is
to be
he
a
back in
problem.
the dojo? I don't understand that. Like, he betrayed everyone, and he's back in the dojo.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Chester Horns go first. You let him get his shit kicked out of him. Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though, this trailer, it was really good. They didn't reveal that much, which is really
I like
good.
it. It asks more questions than anything.
Yeah.
But it also says one thing. It says another thing. Like, Miyagi-Do needs some more muscle. Like, if you're like looking at the students in Korea, bro, like, they are like like kicking each other, fighting in front of fire and things like that. Like they're literally.
Listen to this comment here, right? There's a comment I'm reading right now. Listen to how stupid this sounds. This is why some people do not deserve Cobra Kai. Listen to this. The writers are Miyagi-Do fanboys, incorrect. And Cobra Kai haters, they lied to the fans. The show is really called Miyagi-Do because all they care about is Daniel Miyagi, who isn't even on the show, Chosen, Sam, and Robbie, which is why all those characters are okay. Characters like Tori and Johnny have taken a back seat. Tori was a credible fighter when she came in for season 2, but she's only gone backwards. No, she's not a psycho anymore. They didn't give her any big wins, not even in season 4. Everyone on the show saw the tape of Silver admitting he cheated and she didn't really win. How are we meant to believe weaklings like Sam and Robbie can take on the world's best martial artist? Is really clutching straws. What a weak storyline from mediocre writers.
You know what?
Out of Daniel every
These
season.
fans right here got me like they've been watching too much of like.
Daniel also points Mr. Miyagi in every single scene. He struggles not to mention him. Wow, you have a heart, don't you? How about move on? Wow, you really have a heart. It's not in the show. It's called Cobra Kai. Absolutely embarrassing how it's taken over the show. Okay, here's what I'm going to invite you to. Here's what I'm going to
don't say his name either, because he don't get no clout on here for something stupid like that.
You're going to close the laptop. You're going to go outside and get some fresh air. That's it.
Bro, you got some issues to work out, bro. Seek help, please.
How did you get all of that? How did you get all of that? Obviously, they have not watched the show.
Watching the show with your eyes closed?
Pretty much.
Be in that.
Bro needs to touch some grass, Kevin says. I agree.
Kevin. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. But
you guys see, but you see why I keep on telling everybody this is why the show needs to end, because of stupid things like this. Like, see, I'm not as crazy when I keep on trying to. Oh, dang.
I can do it. Power of one.
The power of one. The power of two. The power of
fucking hell.
Black girl magic. Now I'm playing.
Sorry, that whole 5 minutes, that 2 minutes there was funny. Fucking hell. Oh.
So he basically said that so he gets mad because like he believes Miyagi-Do wins a lot, which
he will never
wait. So hold on, wait. Let's go down the list. Okay, season 1 they lost. Season 2 everybody lost.
Fans of Miyagi-Do, so why have Robbie and Sam not got trophies?
Season 4 Miyagi-Do lost. So where's this guy talking about? They lose in every tournament.
What show are you watching?
it's like Robbie doesn't have a trophy, Sam doesn't have a trophy.
Oh, there it is.
Are those 3D glasses?
It's nice. Yeah, that's a good way. I mean, Miyagi-Do, they lost season 1. Everyone lost season 2. Cobra Kai won season 3. Cobra Kai won season 4. Season 5.
Right. Let's go down the list. All right, let's do it. Let's go down the list. Okay, so season 1, Cobra Kai get the win. Miyagi-Do loses. Season 2, everybody loses by definition, but Kreese, there's an ominous Cobra Kai presence looming. Season 3, Miyagi-Do has a better hand and comes together, but we lose we lose the main fighter to the rival, and our characters get beaten the shit out of.
Media literacy is really dead.
Season 4, Cobra Kai win, and Miyagi-Do get cheated. Season 5, Miyagi-Do are outnumbered by the army of Cobra Kai. So like, what point do Miyagi-Do win?
What the hell is this guy talking about?
He doesn't know doesn't know the show, so like, I don't know. See, show needs to end. Show needs to end. That's all.
Well, look, at the end of the day, I'm excited to see where the season goes. And I think what's good about it is the big three are at the helm, and they've given us no reason not to trust them up till this point. Yes, they've done things across the seasons that we don't always necessarily agree with, or things we would do differently. Like,
that's fandom.
We know season 4's ending was changed. We know that Robbie's dark side arc could have been more. We know that maybe Hawk deserved better in season 4. You know, a lot of that, and in season 5, to be fair. But they've given me no huge reason not to not trust them, and I feel like with them splitting it into 3 parts, they've given it the story an opportunity to breathe. Because one of the biggest complaints with the show is, i.e., when Miguel and Robbie have their little beef on the balcony, then they have their conversation. People say that it's quite rushed. Now, but with it being 3 parts, you can let stuff like that breathe a little bit. You can give it some breathing room. So I think it's actually a good thing. Slow burn it.
By the way that this trailer is, Robbie and Miguel are going to have troubles because you said, I got to be Robbie. That's what Miguel said in the trailer, right? He said, like, I got to be Robbie.
Yeah, it seems like Miguel has more of an issue with him.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that conversation, I think that they're 2 different conversations, like you said, Jacob. But it's interesting. I do think that it has something to do with. I don't think it's like issues like the past seasons. I think it's like if 2 people had an issue on a professional sports team.
I mean, you got to think about it. They're both the leading men.
That's what I think.
It's competition. It's a friendly fade type of thing. Like, you know.
It could go.
Now,
I mean, if anything.
Now Tori.
Go ahead, Danny.
Now Tori and Sam, I think like that one is going to be interesting because it looks like they're Sam might be trying to stop Tori from doing something that she shouldn't be doing. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how you guys think about that.
If you look at the shot in the trailer, like when she says, "I thought you were Miyagi-Do," it seems like that's the same episode as like where they're the pillow fighting. So what if it's like, you know?
I think the pillow fight was first. Whatever. Like
for sure, definitely.
I also don't want to read too much into this line, but it's a bit on the nose. Looks like I'm gonna beat Robbie again. Just saying.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, it looks like I got to beat Robbie again. It's like basically saying, "Hey, we're gonna see him beat Robbie again." Are we though?
Oh, yeah.
Are we though?
What if he? Okay, I have a question for you. What if he beats him again? What if he beats him again?
Then what's gonna happen is, here's what happened. There's 2 scenarios. Okay, Robbie beats him to get the leading man role. Miguel wins the tournament. Robbie.
How would you feel about that?
Yeah, it basically reverses. Well, I was talking to Evan and Sham about this yesterday. If Robbie doesn't win the trophy, then I know they'll give him a reason why he hasn't won it. But I still, again,
here it
is. I'm sorry. Like, it's when you look at the stakes, who's got the most personal beef? It's Robbie. It's like, honestly, I love you, Evan, to pieces, but you're so off base on this, bro. Like, honestly, no, for real. No, really, for real. No, for real.
No,
it's like,
he's so English.
Miguel has reasons to win. It's like, right, so Robbie's girlfriend was tortured. His apprentice was brainwashed and manipulated. He was brainwashed himself. Like I don't see.
He said, no, really.
Come on, like, we're watching the same show. But it's all contingent on what happens in the first few episodes. They could give Miguel well of enough a reason to win it, but I think it's one of them things now where everyone will have a motivation. Everyone will have a motivation. Everyone will have a reason. And if Miguel wins it, then fine. Like, the show started with him. It makes sense that he would win it again because he's a two-time champ. Why not? If that happens and Miguel wins the trophy, then you know there's going to be a fight post tournament with like a fucking free for all with characters everywhere, left, right, and center. And if there's someone, that Rocky IV That Rocky 4's getting me. I guarantee you there's someone in that dojo that's bad to the bone.
Oh yeah.
Who has the most street fight experience?
Robbie.
Maybe the fight goes outside and he's got a...
I'll put it to you like this. Miguel, to me, has the most competitive reason to win, but Robbie has the most personal reason to win.
Yeah. He's got the rise of a champion arc. It's the arc you see. It's the arc you see in every boxing movie or every fighting movie ever. It's where the champion falls, rises again, kind of thing. You know.
That look by both of them. They want to kick each other's ass. Man. I love it.
I think it's a good thing, but this is where people will get it twisted and get it fucked up because they have unhealthy friendships and they don't know what friendly competition actually looks like.
Friendly fade.
It's not personal. It's just that they both have a point to prove, and when you take the character of Miguel and all the shit that he's been through, he's thinking, okay, all right, you may have a personal reason, but no, this journey started with me, mofo. The fuck are you like? You know,
like it's coming from.
Yeah, so that's where Miguel's totally, completely within his rights. And then Robbie's thinking, well, hold up a minute here. This is my family story. You were just adopted. Like, hell, like what? And then that's where they probably clash. Because there is still some, as much as they're cool, there is still some stuff to get over, especially when you put two leading fighters right next to each other, leading the line. Who's the alpha and who's the omega? Like, so the way I see it, it's basically Tommy and Jason and Apollo and Rocky. It's the same thing, so whoever ends up winning, there's going to be a good reason why. And it doesn't mean, especially based on the last 5 seasons of the show now, every character that hasn't won it or has won it, there's been usually a damn good reason why. Main reason, if I have to remove story elements and whatever else, if you look at the story as a whole, it just, like, come on, you would feel it. If a Lawrence and a LaRusso win the story at the end and they close the book forever, the actual son and the actual daughter. And you know how I feel about Sam, and I'm even saying the same damn thing. Like, I do
feel like Miguel and Robbie there's going to be
of course they can share the trophy, but I mean, come on. Like, when you look at season 1, Robbie's, freaking getting his fucking ass beat and he's not with his dad. Like, just him winning it with his father has such emotional weight,
I do think that there's going to be a little tension where, like,
oh yeah, for sure,
where there's going to be like scenes where, like, Miguel or Robbie might say something that's like that they regret, and they like, I didn't mean it like that, and then like they both say, you know what, forget it.
Yeah, they'll have a little lovers tiff.
They'll have stuff like that between the two of them. Yeah.
I just realized you called me. Yeah, they'll have a little lovers tiff, and work it out and whatever else. But the thing is, I think what I really want to stress the most is that they're on the same team now. I'd rather have two fighters who are pushing each other to be the best versus one leading man where you don't have a backup. Like, I mean, Danny, DBZ, how many times, as much as Goku's that guy, right? If it wasn't for Vegeta, that guy would get smacked half the time. Like, Vegeta takes a lot of the freaking damage off the opponent. Yeah, that's true. Like Goku, I mean, that's true. That guy, but I mean, like, without Vegeta, you lose a lot. Like, so I feel like there is room there for, in terms of Miguel's more of a leader. That's why I've always said, if you were to, with all the Power Ranger comparisons, he's the Red Ranger. He's the one that's the leader. Robbie is the Tommy. It's how it's always been. And Vegeta did beat Goku twice. But also, I feel like we're in a point in the show now where not everyone is going to get what they want per se. So if Robbie doesn't win it, then it's not going to be a shit season and everything's in the bin and the whole show's ruined.
It goes back to what I said. It goes back to what I said earlier. Like, this tournament is basically what Miyagi said. It's like, this is real life, not a tournament. Meaning, like, the things that you probably want, sometimes you don't end up getting it, no matter how hard you work for it, type of thing. Like, and that's just the reality of life sometimes and everything. So,
I mean, if anything, you know damn well that if Miggy wins that trophy, Robbie and Hawk are going to be the catalysts for why he wins it. Now, I was saying this as well. I think Hawk may get disqualified. But what there's a reason why. The people in that dojo are not going to play by the rules.
Yeah.
How great would it be?
Yeah.
Echoing back to season 1 when he got disqualified, he lost his temper, and he targeted Robbie's shoulder. How great would it be if Hawk does that on purpose to wound the opponent? He doesn't Robbie, but in reverse, like it actually serves us. It serves the good guys. Because I think
I can see it.
The way these fighters are, they're not going to play nice. Like they're not going to be nice players. They're not going to avoid low blow tactics. They'll do low blows.
They're going for the face.
Yeah, and I think with it being a global tournament, the stakes are higher in terms of characters that can get hurt. So whatever plays out, I think every character will have a shining moment. I think
it's legacy on the line, money's on the line, people's ideologies on the line. Like it's all there at that tournament, man. And some of those guys, this is their last chance to like be great. It's basically it's the equivalent of the NCAA tournament, bro. Like you only get one chance. You only get one. Like it's win or go home. There is no game 6 or 7s. Yeah.
There's no duo.
Like the pros.
We know they're not going to win because it's the final season, but how they get there is going to be very interesting. Now, I do want to put this out there because the beautiful thing about Miguel and Robbie's little dynamic, right? Whoever wins out the both of them, we love them both equally. We've been wanting, especially us, we've been wanting them on the same page for the last fucking 5-6 years now, since the start. Like, so whoever wins out of them, we'll be happy for them. I want to put this one out there, though, because I feel like people won't talk about this one as much. I know you guys want LaRusso to win. I know. But do you think it's possible? I mean, of course it's possible, but how would you feel if Tori got the win instead?
I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind
it. She's got to deserve it. Like, with Miguel and Robbie, they've got to deserve it. Like, that's what it comes down to.
It honestly,
I think Jacob,
for me, I feel like for the characters that don't win, you have to give them something that they win for their own plot and their story and how it serves the story. So if you do that, I'll be okay with it. But if you just like for example, if you just have Miguel win, Robbie doesn't do shit for the rest of the show, then I mean that's where I have a problem with it.
Yeah, then it's just then it is a waste.
But so as long as if Tori were to win it, as long as you give Sam like a win outside of like a win that serves her story and that serves the show's legacy and further implements the story, then I'll be okay.
I'm fine with either of the 4 people winning: Robbie, Miguel, Sam, or Tori. It's to me, it's I'll be fine.
But I just story wise, I just believe that Daniel's daughter and like Johnny's son deserve it because they did the total opposite of like the legacy kids winning something first or whatever. They had somebody new win it, which I'm okay with. I think that's clever and good in storytelling or whatever. But
the parents, like it redeems Daniel and Johnny, for this petty rivalry that's gone on for God knows how long over the most pointless fucking shit. It redeemed that, but there's many different like ways that they can execute it and whatever else. But I do believe, I trust in the 3, whatever they end up doing. And hell, even if doubtful, but if Hawk were to win it again, doubtful, but if he were to do it again, then
what if Kenny won?
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't care. I would have a problem with that shit now.
They got to give me a reason why he should win, though. Like
win it for the Payne family, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be earned. I don't have a problem if Kenny wins something. It's just
Black Power, baby.
It has to be earned. It has to be earned and congruent, for God's sake.
Black Power, baby.
Yeah, that's why I can't say what I was going to say. I can't say what I was going to say.
Hey, he said it. I didn't.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, check the
Oh,
Pete. I thought
that is
okay.
that wouldn't work against these guys. That would not work.
I do want to put this out there though, that if there is one character that does connect all the characters together, it is Mr. Keen. He's connected to Kreese, he's connected to Silver, he's connected to his dad. And I think with Silver being in the shadows, I think, you know, him making a statement about coming for Lawrence and whatever else, you never know if he could get revenge on him in a different way. You know, especially if Silver's going to be more of his Karate Kid 3 self this season, where he's completely freaking off the deep end. I think all bets are off. Like, anything is possible. I do.
So,
go ahead, Danny.
I was gonna say, so like, I know when they were showing the images with like Kenny and Sean fighting Miguel and Robbie, I'm assuming that they like Kenny gets into the dojo earlier because they got more scenes with Kenny. So like, you know, I think like that, it'll be earlier or whatever.
A lot of Kenny and Miguel interacting.
I will say this though,
because I think Shogo said something about mentoring like characters this season.
There is a great line from Chosen that I think is the reason why. I'll give a reason why, because I saw a comment like about a few minutes ago that I didn't really answer it, about why I'm so dead set on Mr. Keen getting it. Here's why. Chosen said it best. The difference between me and your father, Sam, was I was fighting for. No, I was fighting against, he was fighting for. Robbie has been fighting against since the start of this show. Now he's fighting for.
Yeah.
And the same can be said for even Tori. You can apply it to Sam. You can apply that to Miguel. And I think when you apply that to the characters, you make it. You have such a weight there and a gravity that regardless of what the individual winner is, them being all together and the lessons they take away from it and what they learn outside of the tournament are far more valuable than the actual trophy itself. I think, you know, when you look at the past, if you look at season 1, all right, Miguel wins the trophy, but what's our takeaway from that season? It's that the All Valley was a cool fight thing, you know, great season of build-up, the chemistry between the characters, Hawk flipping the script. Season 4, all right, Eli gets the win, so does Tori, but where does it lead Sam and Miguel? You know, where does it lead Robbie and Johnny? You know, stuff like that. All the important shit is actually outside of the tournament.
The karate.
So, one question I do have before we, I suppose, wrap it up for a bit. And thank you to everyone that subscribed, by the way. I've gone up by about how many subs now? Let me check. It was about 10 earlier on. It's gone up like 12. Yeah, about 12 now. So I'm officially 7,635. Cool. 8K. We're on the road to 8K. If you haven't subscribed, please do.
Oh, they've released the episode titles.
Did they really?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
share them. Let them know.
So
share.
First one's Peacetime in the Valley.
Wait, say that again.
Peacetime in the
Just
Valley.
drop the link and then Jacob could share it.
Wait, where did you find it?
I'll send it on Instagram.
Wait, Jake, Evan, where'd you find that?
Oh, right. What impact do you reckon they'll have with Mike? Because I didn't realize he was in the trailer until someone told me. But what do you reckon they'll have him do?
I think since it's the international stage,
thanks, Evan.
He's the only one that's competed on the international stage out of the senseis. So I think that he's brought in for tell him like, hey,
I think they're gonna. Okay, this is what I think is gonna happen with Mike. I think Mike is gonna say something in the dojo to make it to where people want to compete a lot more harder with each other.
Do you reckon he's in between for Daniel and Johnny, perhaps? Because Johnny, with the whole approach. What?
Okay, carry on, Evan. Carry on. I had a passing thought of something else.
Okay. No, I was just saying. Like,
Peacetime in the Valley.
Best of the best. That's a great title for episode 5.
That's a
good movie too.
Good movie as well.
Best of the best. I guess that's where
Prize is interesting. I think that's where they talk about the tournament and what you get if you win.
What do you win?
Underdogs. That's what I'm.
Robbie King.
What'd you say, RJ?
I said Robbie King. Underdogs.
That might be. You think that might be a Robbie episode?
I was just messing with you because you said Robbie's the underdog earlier, but we were just.
Sorry. I had an ADHD moment there. Sorry, man. I just completely zoned out. You think a retcon might competing this set? I think they will. I think that's a good shout, Kevin. I think there's going to be little stop retcons. Because in the character trailer, have you guys seen that one that they did the other day?
Which one?
The
Which one?
The one just for their YouTube channel. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah.
Because on the actual YouTube channel that they finally activated after however freaking long, you can see a hallway with different frames, and I do.
The Miguel frame. I know which one you're talking about. It's like where we see Sholo or whatever.
Yeah, Hawk's in there as well. The one with Hawk you can see. I think it was like 1984 or something. I can't remember exactly it, but
that's not the one. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Found it. Definitely gonna get copyrighted. Okay, where is it? I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty calm.
No,
beep beep.
Wait, go back.
Whoa.
Right there.
Whoa, fucking
right?
Yeah. Okay. So I do feel like with that hallway, you're going to see past winners. What if, just for instance, I mean, they would have to acknowledge the fact that they've never ever fucking mentioned it, but you could you could get away with it with Mike winning it.
He's got no shirt on. Is he going to go shirtless again in one of his fights?
Maybe, but I also wouldn't put it past Dre Parker being on this wall either. Because if they've got the movie coming up round the corner, I know there's that conversation of it being canon, it being not. I'm gonna say something very controversial. It's canon. I'm gonna say something very controversial. Please don't take this the wrong way. No one cares about the Karate Kid mythology that much.
True.
Like to that level. Like, you know what I mean? It's canon. It's gonna be canon. You've got Ralph Macchio. You've got like, come on, it's canon. So.
I mean, you're not wrong. No one's on Twitter saying it's not like this. No,
you know what I mean. Like, we care about it.
I get what you mean.
General person doesn't give a frog's fat ass. Like, they don't care. So they're just thinking, oh, it's the Karate Kid and Jackie Chan. Yay. So for all intents and purposes, it's going to be canon, and I think you will see an Easter egg of Dre Parker along this wall. I guarantee it. Imagine if bloody they do a little nugget of information where Chung and Dre Parker actually joined, like they were in the same dojo together or something. Now that would go hard. But yeah, I think there'll be a little Easter egg along the wall there, maybe just like a passing moment, because if they've got that round the corner, they'll definitely want to set it up.
I could have it.
Yeah.
Sure. Even though I have no idea what the movie's about in any way, shape, or form. I mean, we know what it's about, but we don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay, before I wrap up, I'm going to watch this little thing that our man Christian sent to me. I have no idea what any of this is. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's something that he made. So let's watch this. I thought I would wait and watch this with you guys to share it just before we end. I have no idea what it's all about. What the hell is that? All right, there we go. Okay.
I said it's here when I first watched this.
I haven't actually seen this yet. Yeah. That score, man. Shout out to Christian, by the way.
Arrived in the valley with his mother in 1984. Little did he know that his life was about to be forever changed.
You're telling me.
The same went for 3 young kids from New Jersey who hadn't yet met one another.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I mean, we both know you kicked my face in, so why do you still bother?
Daniel's journey from bully teen to underdog hero became an indelible
That'll
part
happen.
of
Something
our
like that in
childhoods,
season 6.
and something that we would always carry with us in our hearts.
Man, the feels are heavy in this.
Reacquainting the world with the Karate Kid universe has been our humble honor. Making Cobra Kai has allowed us to join the same hallowed dojo once inhabited by the great Robert Mark Kamen, John Avildsen, Jerry Weintraub, and all the amazing original cast members.
It's beautiful.
It has also enabled us to play Sensei, expanding the original storylines and birthing a new generation of underdogs.
Yeah.
Love that score.
Beautiful theme. Love it.
Oh, theme
That was
so.
good.
Oh,
taking this opportunity for granted. Our day one goal with
Listen, Cobra Kai
has
fans,
always
please
been
listen.
to end it on our terms.
Yes, that's right.
Leaving the valley in the time and place we've always imagined. So it is with immense pride and thankfulness that we are able to realize that achievement. The upcoming season 6 will mark the conclusion of Cobra Kai. While this may be a bittersweet day for the fandom, the Miyagi-verse has never been stronger. This fandom is the best on the planet.
Yeah, we're excited to talk about Cobra Kai.
Christian Harloff, shout out.
Yeah.
Be telling more karate
There we go.
stories with you down the line. In the meantime, strap in for the biggest season of Cobra Kai yet.
Beautiful. Oh, that transition was clean.
That was clean.
The crossover of the century.
The only way it's gonna happen.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
The final countdown. The biggest tournament in the world.
Oh, Chris.
We've been fighting so long. Let's finish this together.
Damn fucking right.
All of us?
Yeah, changing my mind. I want Julie in it. The transitions and the cuts, though.
This is good.
Great, man.
Great video.
They mean something. Fighting not good, but if must fight, we.
Aww. I like how the past is in like grayscale at points.
So let me ask you, you have one more fight left?
You have one fight?
Time to get back in the game.
We're all in this together.
Go, Danny.
The end game trailer music is in there. Nice.
Dawn of the
That's
Second.
a fucking banging name, though.
Dawn of the. What did they actually did? Oh my god.
This was a fan-made video. Head over to X, Twitter, and search for me, Christian.
Well,
Clark.
I haven't
Good
got
job,
Twitter.
man.
That was great. That was freaking
great.
dope.
Good job, Chris.
That was really good.
Beautiful. Well done, Christian. I hope you were still actually in the chat while we were watching that, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. And I couldn't think of a better way to end this little short stream. I might be going live again in about 6 hours, people, just to let the trailer marinate in my subconscious for a few hours and then go back to it. But I really enjoyed this trailer, and you know, we're on a one last ride, not Dominic Toretto style, unfortunately. We are actually on one last ride. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna fucking cry tears the minute the show ends. But I will stress this one final point before we end. Cobra Kai is an anomaly. You don't get this show often. So yeah, it's not, yeah. But also, a big shout out to those in the community that have enjoyed the show, that have spread the greatness of the show to everyone around them, whether it's through friends or word of mouth. Let's all just enjoy this show for what it is now. One final ride. Let's enjoy this.
Enjoy it.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. See you all later on, people. I need to go and take some paracetamol. My head is killing me.
Wow.
Danny, closing thoughts, please.
Cobra Kai never dies. See you guys the next time.
Evan.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Galback.
I have to play. It's just tradition. I got to play some of the clips at the end. I have to.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And then this one's Cody's personal. The hell did I ban this show? No.
Ban
absolutely. Don't ban me. I'll ban you.